What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video in cold, rainy Las Vegas. We're actually getting ready for, I think, the aftermath or like a little bit of Hurricane Hillary that's hitting California and Mexico right now. We're supposed to get a year's worth of rain for Vegas in a span of like the next day or two, which I kind of like. It's fun, but it feels so weird to wake up and it be cloudy because we're so used to it being sunny. But I'm taking advantage of having some hot coffee for a change and sitting outside to tell you guys about this story. It's my first true experience with a scorpion, and I think I'm a little bit scarred still. But before I get into the details of that, puppy update. He has been amazing. I think he was is the perfect puppy for our family. The kids have been doing great with him. He's pretty much already got potty training down. He has had a couple accidents in the house the first few days, but in the middle of the night, I'll wake up with him just once now, come out, and he knows right away to go pee and poop and back to bed. So far, so good. We're going to have lots more updates and puppy videos on the channel. So sorry in advance if you don't think puppies are amazing, especially this one. All right, so I actually have had one prior scorpion experience since moving here to Las Vegas, and that was right when we first moved in. We didn't have pest control. There was still a dirt lot here, and I almost stepped on it, but it was dead. Still freaked me out though, but it was maybe that big. I've only seen the one scorpion since we've lived here, until 2 nights ago. Nash went to his friend's birthday party on Friday, and Emery and Jess and I were at our friend's house having dinner, so I just dropped him off and went to go pick him up like around 8:30 once it got dark. So I get there, all the kids are still playing, and the moms are just kind of hanging out, chatting. I'm on the end of the picnic table bench, and I notice something out of the peripheral of my eye, something brown on my like almost black hair, and don't think anything of it, but I kind of do this, and just retelling the story gives me the chills because it was just, I think I might have some PTSD from it, but something on here, as I'm going like this and I see it fling off of me, I'm registering that's a freaking scorpion. And I kind of jumped back off the table and it flung into the middle of the tabletop. And it took me a second to like vocalize scorpion. Like I think I was just kind of like in shock or something, but I jumped back and I point and I was like, scorpion! And all the ladies freaked out. Everyone's screaming and like jumps off the table. And my friend Christine grabbed her shoe, which I don't know how she was so brave, even though it's a tiny scorpion and can't jump at you or anything, but she was just like a boss and went and got her flip-flop and killed it. And of course, all the boys and the rest of the kids heard us screaming, so they all come over, and you know, the boys are trying to like touch it, and all of us moms are still like, oh my gosh, can't believe that happened. And I feel like there's still something on me, thinking of like he had to like crawl up my back or up my front, or there was no trees or anything. I mean, I guess he could have been on the ceiling of the covered little patio thing, but I never felt anything like drop on me, so no clue. But he was like right here on my hair. We are all kind of freaking out still and like processing what just happened, and none of the boys have shoes on because it's at a splash pad, or the party was at a splash pad, and it was the start of this hurricane. It was like torrential downpour, so none of them had shoes on. And Nash was standing right next to me, and I was like, dude, get your shoes on, because I was just freaked out thinking there's all these scorpions out, because they're known to come out at night and when there's heavy rains. Nash's shoes are on the table between where I am and where the dead scorpion is. And he proceeds to stand on the tabletop to go get his shoes and walks directly on top of the scorpion. He got freaked out because he thought he got stung, so he like took off running. And I don't know, I don't think he was thinking, obviously, even though he just saw the scorpion and knew where it was. Maybe he was on an adrenaline rush or something, but it was, in hindsight, it was so funny. I was like, what the heck? Like, you're just gonna walk on top of this dead scorpion that we're all freaking out about? During that time, I was like, what the heck is like in my pants? Like my upper thigh, or what would that be, my hamstring, so like behind my leg, was stinging. And I'm, thinking that there's bugs all over me still at this point. And so I'm like trying not to, because it was like right under my butt almost, trying not to look like I'm like scratching myself or being weird, and trying to feel if there's something on me. And it just keeps burning. Like, what the heck is going on? So I couldn't just take off my pants right there in front of everyone. And we were just getting ready to leave. Nash had his beach towel. So when we got to the car, I wrapped the beach towel around me and flung my pants off, and it was really dark, so I couldn't really see anything, but I was trying to see like what the heck was in my pants, because it was something that was biting me. And coming off the tails of having a freaking scorpion in my hair, I was freaking out, I didn't see anything in my pants, but I just threw them in the back seat, came home and took a shower immediately because I just felt like there was stuff on me, and had a glass of whiskey to help like calm down. I think it was either a fire ant, because there was definite bites on my leg, and then it was like burning and pulsating for 3 or 4 hours, and it almost felt like there was something like in my skin. And I've never been stung by a fire ant, but I sure as heck Googled fire ant stings and scorpion stings to see what it feels like. And I think it was a fire ant, but then I'm thinking, how the heck did that get inside my pants? Or did it happen to sting me when I was sitting down? Like maybe I sat on one, but I was wearing jeans, so I don't know, but it was the weirdest series of events. I woke up the next day and the bite wasn't stinging anymore, thankfully, but I definitely noticed like 2 or 3 red bites on my leg. Yeah, so that was the story of the scorpion in my hair. And since then, I've still just felt like if a hair will fall on my arm or something, I'm a lot more freaked out. And it's interesting because here we haven't seen a ton of bugs, and it's been awesome. So when we go out, I'm not dealing with mosquitoes or really anything else. And then, we've been here like a year and a half that we've lived here, and have only seen the one dead scorpion. So it wasn't on my radar at all to be concerned about scorpions or any bugs at the park. And now, especially having a puppy, I'm like, okay, we're going to be on high alert anytime we're at the park. When I got home and retold the story to Jess and our friends, it was almost as funny as the actual event, like replaying it in my head and like trying to describe to them the level of emotion and feeling and laughter that happened. It was just very funny. Figured I'd share this story with you guys that maybe don't have any experience with scorpions. I'd love to hear any crazy bug stories you have. We did have one big spider that was probably that big in our backyard by the pool. But again, one of my other friends killed it with her sandal. So maybe the moral of the story is I just need to be more tough like my friends here and learn how to kill a bug. All right, well, hope you enjoyed this story. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you on another one soon.